still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome to part 1 of me sharing all of my female CC hairs I currently have in my game. There is 220 CC items in today's video, and as always you can find links to all of those in the description down below. I also added numbers to this video, as I always do, just so it's easier for you to find the hairstyle you're actually interested in. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. This video is gonna take a hot minute. Like I said, there's 220 hairstyles, so we're gonna be here for a while. Make sure you grab a snack, a drink, a whole meal, whatever you need to be comfy for that amount of time. And let's just, sit back, relax, talk about life. I mean, I will talk about my life, you will listen to me talk about my life. Starting off with this being an idea, like recording me showing off all of my hairs. I do this with other categories. If I remember, I'll put a playlist right now of all of the other CC showcase videos I have done in the past, so you can go check those out if you're crazy enough to do after this one. But I've been meaning to record this video for so long because 3 years ago probably I recorded all of my hairs, and I think it was around 60 or something back then, which I am so ashamed to say that we had around 1,000 hairs in the folder in this category before I started sorting through it. So that's the extent my CC addiction has, gotten to, and I just went through all of them. It took forever, but I kind of reduced it by over 500 hairs that I got rid of, which I'm so excited about because a lot of them were very outdated. Some of them didn't even have all of the new colors. A lot of them were just things I would never use or I didn't like anymore, but also things where I was like, it's cute, but I will definitely not use it. It's like a cute hairstyle, but there's no need for it, or I have like 3,000 that look the same, so I just took those out. It took me forever, but like I said, I got rid of like almost 500 or like more than 500 different items. I think it came to 3 to 4 gigabytes of CC that I got rid of, but that's why I haven't been doing this video, okay? Because I knew it was gonna take so long, first of all, to get through all of this CC, and luckily I had a good day. I feel like when I sort through my CC and get rid of stuff, it depends on the day. Sometimes I'm very nitpicky and I'm like, oh, but maybe I will delete it, and then I get rid of almost nothing because I'm so attached to everything. But that day I was so brutally honest with myself and my CC, and I was just like, nope, we're getting rid of all of this. And it feels so refreshing. I just recorded the lookbook that came out on Wednesday this week that you're watching this, and it was just so nice to actually be able to go through my hairstyles in a timely manner. I mean, I've halved them, probably more than half them, and it's so good. There's still 400 something, and probably almost 500 to be honest. And I will be doing a part 2 of this, obviously. It will come out on Friday in 2 weeks, so not next Friday. You will have to watch a CC haul first. I'm so sorry about that. Not really, CC hauls are the best, we all know that. But there's a CC haul in between, and then we're gonna focus on doing the part 2 of this, which it's gonna, take another 200 hours to record. But I am so excited that after that we finally have all of my CC hairs together in 2 videos, and I can refer to those if people ask me. And it just feels I don't know, I feel very accomplished after doing these type of videos. They're so nice. And yeah, that's it about the hairs. It just took forever, like I said, and that's why I've been dreading it. I literally knew I had to update this type of category because I have updated so many other ones, like the makeup one, the jewelry one. All of those got updates along the line. Also my mail stuff, clothing items, all of those things got updates, and I was just dreading to do this one because I think it was the category I had most CC items in by far. Like I said, it was over 1,000. Who has over 1,000 CC hairs in their game? That is absolutely insane. I was like, this needs to change. And I was just dreading it for years. I don't know, I feel like the first video of this type, I saw a thumbnail earlier and I think it was around 60 hairs, something like that. So yeah, Since those days, I've added quite a few hairstyles. Let's not talk about it anymore, okay? You're also here to get more CC hairs, okay? So we're all in the same boat. We all have a problem with CC. And hairstyles, unfortunately, are just the cutest thing. And I feel like whenever I do CC shopping for my CC hauls, hairstyles are usually the thing that there's most of. Most CC creators seem to focus on hairstyles. It's definitely, I feel like, changed in the last few months, maybe even year, that a lot of CC creators also do these big packs with like clothing items, but hair, I think, is still like the main thing people create. So that's why I always add so many more to my game. I also desperately need to get better. I say this every single time and I just can't follow up with it. I need to, after recording CC hauls, actually go through all of the CC and be like, okay, what of this am I gonna keep? What am I not gonna keep? Because the whole purpose of doing CC hauls is to show you what CC is new, like what new CC is out there, maybe show you a few CC creators you haven't known before, you know, that you wouldn't have checked out yourself, and then for you to see the things in game, because otherwise everyone has to get all the stuff, put it in their game, see if they like it, take it out. And I think it's just so nice to see someone put it in their game and see what it actually looks like compared to the preview pictures, because it can vary so much, let me tell you. Like sometimes you see a CC preview and you're like, this is so cute, and you have it in your game and you're like, it's maybe like a little bit too alpha or not what I expected. So that's the purpose of doing them. But obviously that means that there's often things that aren't my style, so I wouldn't use them. Even though when something isn't my style, I always trick myself into still keeping it, because I'm like, what if I make a lookbook with this style? And I will never, because if it's totally outside my comfort zone, how am I going to do a lookbook about it? It's just not going to happen. And therefore I could just get rid of it. But you know, or I'm like, oh, this would be nice for like an elderly woman, but do I ever play with elders? No, because I never stick through with my let's plays. I always start new ones. Let's plays? No. Well, do you call it a let's play for yourself if you don't record it and share it? I don't, I guess you could. But in my personal files, I never follow up with anything. You know, I start and I'm like, this is cute, and then I get excited and then I start a new save file. That's how it goes. I think that's how it goes for a lot of us, apart from those people who are amazing and just play through generations and generations. For me, I think it's because I changed the style of how I create Sims and dress Sims so much. And what I prefer, like with their faces and skin details, I changed that so much that every time I create a new sim, I'm like, oh my god, this is the best sim I've ever created. I need to like start playing with them. And then I start a new save file with them, and then I create another sim and I'm like, oh my god, this is the best sim. And then I barely play the game anymore. I had like a big phase of playing when the horse pack came out. Surprisingly, I thought it was not going to be for me, but that was one of the packs that made me play the most, I feel like. I don't know why, because growing together, I think I got the most hyped about, but there wasn't that many things that I knew what to do with, because it was just the same gameplay as before, but they added certain things. Does that make sense? So I was kind of lost on what I wanted to do with that pack. I kind of started playing, then I was like, okay, I'm done. But with the horse pack, there's like so many achievements and little things, and it was quite obvious what they wanted you to do, whilst with growing together, I feel like it was just more the little things. Does that make sense? I don't know. It just didn't add like a huge new feature, I guess. So I played with infants because that was super exciting, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. They're grown up, I'm done. But with horses, that hasn't happened yet, because I haven't like completed the aspiration yet, or like won all of the races. I still don't know what the unicorns are or how to find a unicorn. What, like, I haven't looked into any of that, so there's still like so much more I could look into. That's quite obvious compared to what they did with growing together. Hope that made sense. Even though growing together, for me, those type of packs are more interesting. I just wish they would like completely rework certain things in The Sims 4 when it comes to gameplay, especially like fears and stuff like that. I don't know, those things would just be really amazing. to have stuff like that in The Sims 4, where it just feels a little bit more involving, I guess, and harder, because with the horse pack coming out, oh my god, I just once again was like, Sims 4 is way too easy. Like with the nectar making that you can do with that pack, it just gets you money ridiculously fast, and then you're rich ridiculously fast, and I want my game to be a struggle. And I don't get why it isn't, because for those people who want an easy life, there's cheats. Everyone can cheat money, you know, like it's not it's not like that's not an option. So if you don't want your Sims to like work hard to get somewhere, build a bigger house, buy things that you want, then you could just cheat money and have the same experience as people now just playing the game. I don't know, it's just, it's bothering me a little bit. I think that's why I also don't play, because it's not that much of a challenge. Whilst specifically The Sims 2, like a few months ago I started playing The Sims 2 and I thought I could be a single mom, and I was like, nope. Like literally 2 days into it, I was like, this is so stressful. My sim was constantly on the verge of like peeing her pants or passing out tired on the floor. The baby was not doing well. It was a whole mess. I had no money. It was a lot. But I feel like that's what I want when I play, you know, because realistically being a single mom with a baby is not easy. So why is it in The Sims 4? Why is it so easy? It shouldn't be. Well, that's my ramble done. I'm just really excited, to be honest, that I finally got this video up, because I feel so flipping accomplished after recording these videos. It's just the nicest feeling after like just recording all of this, getting all the CC links put together. It's also so nice because I'm like, if I ever delete any of these hairs now and I desperately want to get them again, I can just rewatch my video and be like, oh, why did I get rid of this? You know, it's not the same fear when I delete CC now, because I'm like, if I want it again, I can find it. But I also don't have that as much anymore. Also because back in the days when I had that feeling a lot, I think it was when there weren't that many maxis match creators, not that many cute things. It was really hard to find certain stuff. So it was all more like, I wouldn't say niche, but there just wasn't that much of it. Now I feel like there's so many CC creators. A lot of them do maxis match CC. There's like always something you can get. So it doesn't feel like if I get rid of something, I will never find something that cute ever again. Also, an evidence for that is that I always think that I found the cutest lipstick, the cutest lip gloss, the cutest highlighter, the cutest hair, and then something else comes out where I'm like, oh my god, no, hold on, this is even better, or like just as good. Like I recently changed my favorite lip gloss in The Sims 4, which I never thought would happen, because I was like, the ones I found were literally perfect, and then I found new ones and I'm like, oh my god, they're better. So yeah, it's not the same fear of deleting things anymore, I guess. Also, it's just good because with the CC holds I do every 2 weeks, it's just easier to add new things to my game, find new creators, because obviously I put a lot of time into that, whilst when I just did it without doing YouTube, without recording it, it takes a lot of time, like finding a new CC and testing it out, a new game, and then getting rid of it again. It's very involving. It takes a lot of time. That's why I like putting these CC holes out, you know, because if it's not like your job, if you don't do this as a career, then it takes up way too much time. So it's just nice, you know, to have a CC hole where you can go through everything and see stuff. And I also weirdly like organizing them, which is very interesting because I have ADHD, which should mean I'm not good at organizing, and I am not with a lot of things, but with stuff like this, where it's like very clear to me how to organize it, like these videos or CC holds where I just like split it up into different categories. It's comforting, okay? I like doing it. I definitely noticed though that when I do too much of the same thing, I get really bored, and I never thought I would. Like whenever people were like, oh, like people with ADHD struggle with things that aren't new, like just repetitive work. It's something that people usually don't like that have ADHD. I was always like, I love repetitive stuff, but I recently found out that I really do not like repetitive things. I thought I liked them because it's like comforting and like, because you know it, you know, it's like a process, you know, and it's not scary. But I think that was just when I had like other issues going on. But nowadays I'm like, yeah, repetitive things are so annoying. Like what I dread most about these videos is having to upload them, add all of the tags to it, you know, like those really like very repetitive things that aren't creative at all, or advertising my things. I hate doing that stuff. Like the whole recording the video, doing a voiceover, talking to you guys, all of that is so fun. Coming up with new ideas, being creative with like different looks or creating a new sim, stuff like that I like that. Even CC lists, I don't mind that much because it's not always the same. Like it's not like you have to do the title, the description, the tags, you know, upload it, add ads to your video, like advertise it. It's not like the same process, I feel like, because it's always different CC, always different sims, different looks. I don't know, it's just different to me. but those repetitive things, especially now where I'm pre-recording, because I am going on vacation on Saturday. For you it's tomorrow, for me it's in 3 days. It's Wednesday today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so that's 3 days. I can count. I only had 5 hours of sleep. Okay, please don't come for me, I can do math, I swear. Where was I? What were we talking about? Oh, I'm going on vacation. So pre-recording, I can definitely tell that I have been doing too much of the same thing, which is usually just uploading the video and doing all of that behind the scenes stuff. That's very boring to me. Like, I don't like it. And also it's so typical for me to pick out an idea like this, which literally took me 2 days to put together with like all of it, you know, the voiceover, the thumbnail, the recording, the editing, the going through the CC and taking stuff out. Doing the CC list, that is like the most time consuming, I would say. All of that took me about 2 days, and I don't have that time because I'm going on vacation. I need to pre-record. But instead of doing videos that are faster to produce, of course I'm like, it's a CC video. Like every Friday I do a big CC video. It's either a showcase video or a CC haul, but that's what we do. And this time I was like, oh, what could we do? Hair. You know, hair. The category I have the most of and need to like do so much to even be able to record it, let alone do the CC list. Why did I have that idea? It's so stupid of me, but here we are. Do I regret it? No. Should I regret it? Probably, because God knows if I'll get done with like all of the other videos, but hey, at least this one is out and it's something I'm gonna be very proud of, because like I said, it feels accomplished after doing it, because there's so many links and then there's like 2 different videos as well, so you know, it's fine. I'm telling myself that it's fine, and I hope that you guys like this video. I hope that you are excited that I'm finally sharing all of my female hairstyles, because I've been meaning to do this forever. And whenever I do CC showcase videos, I feel like when people request a category for me to show off, it is usually hairs, because I don't know, I guess it's not just me who loves hairstyles in The Sims. So that's like the most asked for category. I had to do it. I've been meaning to do it for years. I just haven't gotten around to it because obviously it was just very scary, like knowing that I had that many hairs in my game, because I'll tell you, every single time I had to do a CC or wanted to do a CC showcase video, I would go into my game and go through the categories and be like, what have we done? What haven't we done? What options do we have? What could I show off? What would people want to see? And every time I end up looking through my female hairstyles, counting them and being like, oh my god, there's like 982, this is never gonna work out. And then the other day I was like, why don't I just put it into 2 parts? You know, that makes so much sense. Splitting it up, genius. Why didn't I think, I mean, it's not genius, it's obvious, but I was just very proud of myself. I was like, oh, we could split it up. You know, we'll be here for 20 minutes instead of 40. We can do that. 20 minutes? We can do that. Okay. Done worse. I think a lot of these like earlier CC showcase videos were around 20 minutes. So I actually don't know what changed. I feel like maybe I showed off more swatches, and maybe for part 2 of this video, I will show off fewer swatches to make things a little bit faster. I don't know. Let me know, like, if you have any preference, if you would like me to show off just as many swatches or less swatches, definitely let me know. Also, my cat just started scratching the back of my chair, and it startled me so much because I was so like invested in this. And she always has like the worst timing with these things. I swear, a few weeks ago I was recording a voiceover, and for some reason it was a day where doing the voiceover, I was really struggling. Like I kept stumbling over my own words, stuff like that. It was very annoying. Like it really got to me. And then I finally got through most of it, and then she just like started walking all over my keyboard and paused the voiceover, and I was just so upset. And she has a talent for it. Like yesterday, she spilled a whole glass of water, and I have big glasses, like they hold almost 500 milliliters. She just spilled it all over my desk, all over my phone. Thank God my phone was fine, but it's just these things. Like she is just the best at stressing me out, but also the cutest. So I can't really be mad at her. Who can be mad at their cats? Like it lasts for a second and then you're like, okay, but you're cute. But anyways, this video is coming to an end real soon here. Congratulations if you made it through this far. Proud of you, proud of both of us. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!